The Promise, Part 10 love story of Mark Davis and Lena Makosa. The door burst open, and in stepped two men. One was tall, a scar slicing through his eyebrow, while the other was shorter, his face obscured by a hood. Maria stumbled back against the wall, her heart racing. She quickly asserted that the girl was gone, that she would find her, her voice trembling with urgency. The tall man's expression remained unchanged as he slammed the door behind him, the sound echoing ominously in the small room. The shorter man moved deliberately, his boots crunching the shards of a broken cup underfoot. The tall man's calm voice cut through the tension, accusing Maria of taking their money and breaking a promise. The weight of his words hung heavy in the air. Hands shaking, Maria raised them in a gesture of explanation, pleading that the girl had run away and that she needed just a little more time to find her. The man's laugh was devoid of warmth, a chilling sound that sent a shiver down her spine. The buyer had already paid, he reminded her, and the time for leniency had expired. Now she had 2 days. The gravity of the ultimatum twisted in her stomach. 2 days? She echoed, disbelief mingling with fear. The man confirmed it, his voice steady. If she failed, she would take the girl's place. Before she could muster another plea, the shorter man struck her across the face, pain radiating through her cheek as she fell. As they turned to leave, the tall man paused, tossing a photograph onto the floor. Lena's face smiled up at her, a haunting reminder of her betrayal. "Find her," he commanded, the weight of the expectation pressing down on Maria. Promises were meant to be kept. With the door slamming shut, silence enveloped the room. Maria sat on the floor, her hand pressed against the bruise forming on her skin, tears falling silently. She whispered to herself that she hadn't intended for this to happen, that she merely wanted to live and repay her debts. Her gaze fell on the photograph, and she murmured for forgiveness, vowing to find Lena before it was too late. Outside, thunder rumbled across the city as rain began to seep through the broken window, the cold drops contrasting with the heat of her turmoil. She sat in the dim light, thoughts consumed by the girl who had once called her friend. That same night, driven by panic and fear, Maria knocked on her neighbor's door. Maria asked about Lena, the girl who had stayed with her. The woman frowned, but eventually nodded, revealing that Lena worked at Lee's Garden Restaurant just a few blocks away. Maria's pulse quickened, clarity emerging from the chaos. Now she knew where to go. Returning to Lena and Chris, that night rain